Greetings, gang. As we continue on with Chapter 7, the continuous probability distributions, let's take a look at on page 229 and problem 25. So let's start by reading the question. Assume the hourly cost to operate a commercial airline follows the normal probability with a mean of 2,500, or 2,100, excuse me, and a standard deviation of 250. What is the operating cost for the lowest 3% of airplanes? Alright, so let's think about visualizing again. We know that there's 0.500 over here and 0.500 over here. So what we're trying to do is to figure out what is this area right here for the 3%. Okay, that's what we're trying to figure out, is what's the operating cost of that group. So, well, how do we do it? Well, first thing we need to do is take our number here. We're going to figure out what our z value is. So let's go back to our equation. Z equals x minus the 2100, which is the mean, over the 250 of the standard deviation. So we're going to solve for z because we know the 3%. So we're going to go minus 0.03 and equal 0.47. So what we want to do now is go into the z table in our book and find what's the z value that most closely aligns with that 0.47. So we open up our book here and we start looking through our numbers: 0.47, 0.4, 0.46, 0.468, 93, 99, 0.47. Alright, so here's where you have to beware. You don't want to go over the number, and 0.4706 is over the number. So we're going to come back to 4699 because that's the closest without going over, and that correlates to 1.88. So the z value is going to be 1.88, and remind it's on this side of the equation, so it's going to be negative. So that's going to be equal to 2100 over 250. Well, now let's solve for x. Let's start bringing stuff across. So we're going to have negative 1.88 times 250 is equal to x minus 2100. And let's bring 2100 across, minus, be plus or minus depending on what it is, but it's going to be negative 1.88 to 50. It's going to be equal to x. So let's solve for 1.88 negative times 250 equals 2100 minus 470. It's going to be 1630. So we know from this question that the operating cost of the lower 3% of these airplanes is going to be 1630.